Team Jack, creating smiles, easing the journey. Jack Truman was a typical fun-loving 15-year-old whose hopes and dreams for his future were shattered when he was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive lymphoma. Sadly, 5 months after diagnosis, he gained his wings. Jack and his family felt that whilst the medical care was outstanding, there was a lack of emotional or peer support available, sadly backed up by the 2016 to 2019 Scottish Government's Children and Young People's Cancer Plan, which identified a large gap in psychosocial provision for children with cancer. Jack's last wish was to help other families facing this journey through his charity, Team Jack. Jack wanted to create friendly, fun and welcoming spaces away from hospital, Jack's Dens, where families affected by childhood cancer could chill, relax and have fun in a clean environment, take part in themed family fun sessions and receive more bespoke emotional and/or peer support if required, including counselling, music therapy and support groups.
That was the most difficult. I wasn't upset really about the news, but it was that upset me more. It was more how's other people going to cope with it. I just want everybody to be happy and not to worry. Obviously seen what happens and suffered the pain and went through it all, so I know what it's like to not be able to do things that people who are well enough to do can do.
Team Jack have come a long way in the 8 years since Jack died and now have just under 400 families registered throughout Scotland with more supports through our hospital outreach. Our flagship Jack's Den Mark II HQ opened in 2019 and since COVID has been getting busier and busier with lots of bespoke support provided, including music therapy and counselling, mini dinners, teens, parent patter, big breakfast, bag of worries, TJ's Mindful Juniors, and our very special Angel Sundays for us siblings and parents whose child has sadly gained their wings.
This last year in particular has been very challenging post-COVID and in the cost of living crisis, and obviously opening our Jack's Den Aberdeen within a very short space of time, but the rewards from that have been tenfold. My amazing son decided that the emotional and social support just needed something, and I think that's what makes us so unique.
Also since COVID, Team Jack are delighted to have re-established our pop-up den activities in Fife and have recently introduced activities in Glasgow at families' requests, and are absolutely delighted to have finally opened our beautiful Jack's Den building in Aberdeen. In the last year, we have provided a number of pop-up Jack's Den activities in Glasgow. This has come as a direct result of us providing Jack's Den on the ward in Schiehallion, with our staff visiting daycare and individual rooms on a Wednesday and providing much needed distraction for the children and a little shoulder to lean on for carers. Sharon Newell, a Poons nurse with special responsibility for palliative young people, tells us what a difference Team Jack have made to staff and families on the ward.
Jack's Den have provided emotional, social and financial help to the families, which has been invaluable. They have introduced staff to come on a Wednesday and a Thursday. On a Wednesday, the staff play with the children and offer support to the parents so they can sit and have a chat. On a Thursday, the music therapist comes in, which the children really enjoy. They have also been a great support for the siblings, which they usually have forgotten during the cancer journey. They provide equipment for palliative care patients and provide support. And once the children have passed away, the families then join the Angel family with Jack's Den to get bereavement support. We are truly grateful for everything Jack's Den do.
It is a massive privilege for Team Jack to not only provide Jack's Den in the ward, but also have our wonderful music therapist Alice on the ward on a Thursday each week, creating smiles and easing the journey for many young inpatients. We are also delighted that we have now returned to Loughran's Award in Edinburgh, doing the same as we do in Glasgow. And again, families report a sense of well-being and support, feeling uplifted by our visits during their time of isolation and often long hospital stay. Since COVID, the need for support in Glasgow has been highlighted in many ways. The Pennington family tell us how they came to know about Team Jack and how they have become a special part of their journey. Celebrating with Freya as she rings her bell just at the time of this video's publication.
Freya was diagnosed in November 2020, kind of mid-pandemic. It was like in between the two lockdowns.
She was sent home because her knee was sore and she couldn't really walk on it properly, but she felt sick as well and she'd been sick in school. So I brought her home, phoned you and you said, right, let's just get in touch with the doctors, and got in touch with the doctors, and as a precaution they wanted us to take Freya up to the hospital just to get her checked out. And yeah, so I was with her.
Yeah, you did it all.
When it all happened, and I was oblivious to everything. The doctors came back with blood results saying blood cancer with them. So me being me, I just thought iron tablets or something like that was going to sort the problem out. But it was only when I phoned you to say what they'd said, whereas you mentioned leukemia.
Yeah, the first 6 months were really quite awful.
Well, I think the first 7 weeks when she was in hospital, we saw each other for about 10 minutes a night.
Strangers.
In
Passing.
a car park roof normally, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that was it, just swapping children.
Yeah. Mummy's turn, daddy's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she came home, she got home for Christmas, which was wonderful. She was still pretty sick.
Yeah.
She really wasn't well when you look back, like she couldn't walk, she was in a wheelchair. But she is so determined, isn't she?
Well, they helped me because before the playroom was out, I didn't really get to see any of the sick children, and then once Team Jack was stopped or let people get in, they could just see everybody. That they don't only include the sick child, and they include the whole family.
It's the people here who make it. It's you turn up for your first time in Paisley, your first time here, and it's just everyone's just so welcoming, but it's genuine as well, do you know? So you can't not but feel part of the community that's been set up here.
Sadly, cancer hasn't stopped for COVID or indeed the cost of living crisis, and our families need us now more than ever.
And as always, it wouldn't be a Hazel without an ask. So if you're watching this video and you can support Team Jack in any way you can, whether that is by donating something, by giving your time, by telling your next door neighbour about us, perhaps organising a fundraising event, whatever it is, please know that you are making a difference to each and every one of the families that we support.
Team Jack provide bespoke emotional and social support that no other charity in Scotland provides, and all of our activities are established as a result of lived experience and in consultation with our inspirational families, who all say Jack's Den and our resources are vital to their emotional well-being, and sometimes what holds them together at their time of uncertainty on their journeys. Coming out of COVID and facing the cost of living crisis means fundraising is harder than ever before. Our fundraising landscape has changed dramatically, and with outgoings of almost £50,000 per month, we need your help now more than ever to continue to create smiles and ease the journey for our inspirational families. Why not hold a fundraiser? Set up a monthly payment, or even talk to your boss about payroll giving. Or could you join our Kilt Walk team? Share our social media posts, or even volunteer to help us. The list is endless. But one thing is for certain, Team Jack needs you. Will you join our team?
I've always liked to help out other people, and I would just love to, we've set up a Team Jack account, which is the money's going to go into that, and then that'll be used to hopefully help out other people who are in the same position that I've been in, and so that they can get what they want as well.
Creating smiles, easing the journey. www.teamjack.org.uk jack.org.uk.